Hi guys, Wayne's Butler here. I figured I'd end up with this final video on this diorama. So we're going to start here at the poster here for Batman Begins. Being that my last couple quarter scale figures were kind of themed to this movie. And it is the best of the trilogy, but that will be another video. So I want to introduce you to the new location for this. I'm going to try and do this without falling down the bloody stairs. If I do fall, I'll probably upload the video anyways for shits and giggles. But anyways, here it sits, its final location. Now where I've decided to put it is underneath this rooftop diorama, and everybody knows this diorama. I built it quite a while ago. And as with all my dioramas, I have to pretty well figure out, well, where the hell is it going? So this is where I was always going to put it, or where I planned on putting it. I built a industrial style shelf here. Probably hold the TV. I tend to over engineer everything, but here it is, here it sits. I'm very happy with it. I'll give you a close-up shot here. As you can see, I've added a bit of snow here to try and integrate the figure into the base. And that's, you know, that's the big thing with dioramas is, you know, like a lot of my dioramas, the last two, the Jor-El and the Man of Steel, I mean, those are more displays in the R dioramas. As soon as you integrate, you know, that S, or bring that S into the case, you know, it ceases to become a diorama, then becomes more of a display. So that's what I've been trying to accomplish here by adding this snow. I try to integrate it into the base. So, you know, this figure here, or this diorama, is, like what I just said, by its definition, a true diorama. And, I mean, you know, to contradict myself a little bit, I obviously didn't pose like this, but, you know, and that's the other big thing too. I absolutely hate stands. I mean, they're necessary. I know, I totally understand that, especially if you live in earthquake territory, but, you know, if I were to put this on a stand, then, you know, the whole illusion would be lost. Now, I've been doing some tests on this for the last week to see how well this will stand, and it hasn't fallen over yet. What I normally do, same with that figure way the hell over there, I always tend to, you know, find the balance point of the figure and then put a little bit of rear leaning bias on it a little bit, so if the figure does fall, it's going to fall into the case or fall into the back there. But this diorama will ultimately be in a showcase, but I figure there's no use really showing that, because all you're going to see is glare, and I'm not likely going to be adding any extra lighting because of that spotlight up there. Sorry about that. I don't think it's needed. I mean, I'm quite happy that, you know, this will bless me every night I go to bed. I'll probably stop, and actually last night I stopped and stared at it there for probably an hour. But, you know, I don't have any kids or anything, so these dioramas, I say goodnight each and every one of them. I feel like the Waltons sometimes. I guess this would be like the John Boy Walton, or the John Boy diorama. Anyways, I do want to thank Brian for, you know, making all this possible. I mean, the work he did here, I mean, it is a very unique piece, you know, as it is with a lot of customs. You know, you're going to get a lot of people who are interested, but it is a bit of a niche market, so you're not going to get a lot of attention. But I mean, that's not why I'm on YouTube here. But you know, I'm very proud of it. Now, when I did the back here, I actually used watered down black paint. I made everything out of pine to begin with. I made everything out of pine. I normally use MDF. You know, you can paint it, you do whatever you want, you glue all, you know what I mean? It's with this, when I was putting all those little pieces on, I had to put every piece on it. I had to make sure that no glue oozed out, because any place where the glue would ooze out, the stain wouldn't soak in, and you'd get all these bare spots. So it was a little tedious, but actually, you know, it's one of those things, while you're doing it, you get kind of involved. But when you stand back and you look at the finished results, it's a pain in the ass taking pictures, I'll be honest with you. I don't like doing pics while I'm building dioramas because it distracts you. It's like, oh, I gotta take a picture of this. Oh, I gotta take a picture of this. So it did bother me a little bit, but I got it done. And like I said, why I use pine? I use pine for everything because I wanted that wood grain to show through. You're probably not really going to see it so much here on video, but and then once I did all that, I basically sanded it, you know, some of the high spots just to make it look really weathered. Then I added a bit of, well, what I like to call frosting up here at the top, and as you work your way down, it turns you know, more into snow. I'm very happy with the rock effect. It's probably one of the most realistic that I've done. The thing is, when you build dioramas, you have no idea. You know, it's like painting a picture. You have no idea what the finished result's going to be. You have the vision, you know, and I try to draw everything out full scale first to lay out all these squares out, but you have no idea, especially when you're sculpting the space. You have no idea how it's going to end, and that can be a little bit troublesome. I know I'm trying to do this with a tripod, guys, so bear with me. But, you know, then I added the snow effect to it. The snow effect that I use is actually from Woodland Scenics. It's actually used for exactly what it's used for. It's mostly used in model railroading. But, and it's the other reason why this has to be in a showcase, because you can't clean it. And you can't really add any more extra snow, so like I just said earlier, this will be in a showcase ultimately. But yeah, I think adding the snow was a really nice effect. I kind of hesitated on doing that, but it is reversible. It is reversible, but the figure's never going to be handled. And I made a little plaster cast of the soles of the feet, so this figure really locks into this diorama. And I like it. It's very unique. You know, it's a very unique figure, and it's actually what I've said a couple times before. It's not a figure that I ever thought of. It's actually a figure that Brian thought of, and we kind of ran with it. And I'm not disappointed, and I'm not disappointed in using Brian as a customizer. He's the top in his game. He's basically evolution in progress. He's fascinating to watch what he does. But anyways, guys, that's just a little short video here on a Sunday afternoon here in Canada. I want to thank everybody for enjoying the slideshow vid, leaving comments. I mean, even if you just watch and don't leave comments, that's fine too. You know, love to all of you. I appreciate it. Anyways, I think that's about it for today, guys. Wayne's Butler signing off. Peace and love to all.